Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Scratching Post, where we scratch at that gaming itch. My name, of course, is Ebak, and you're tuned in to Silly Voices Saturday. And what everyone needs to do the channel. What I do is every Saturday I gather my friends, and we put our voice acting talents towards various video games. In this instance, we're going through the Ace Attorney Investigations 2 game, and I'm going to introduce the cast. We have a Burr. Comes from a discussion we're having pre-show. Next we have Divot. Indeed you have, indeed you have. We also have a Dwifting. Yes, yeah, very much feel that. American correspondent Kay. We'll be fine. We're fine. Yeah, yeah. We're on our coming over there. We hope you've got enough beds. Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh God. Yes. What? They can't hear you? Oh God.
Well, at
Let's
least,
try-
at least we figured this out like early on.
Now.
Okay. Well, to go for the introduction, we have a Burr.
Oh no!
We have a Divot.
We've been here the whole time.
Yeah, he has been here the whole time. This time it actually works. And we have Drifting.
Help me!
He is clearly doing something to my setup in my brain. We have Kay, of course.
Hi.
Well, if anyone didn't know, it is currently 30 degrees in the United Kingdom, and I am melting. We are all melting. We're not Kay.
What a world! What a world! What a world!
It's been a long day.
That's a warning for Mist for the obvious reference. And
It is a long day because it's the summer solstice today.
yeah,
That was the joke I did.
That might be the reason.
if I knew we were playing Sea of Stars, then it'd be funny.
I don't know.
It's gonna be hot for the longest day ever.
To continue with the introductions, we have I refer to them as our woman in Japan, Laura Petal.
30 degrees, lol, amateurs.
Shut up.
How's the air conditioning there, Laura?
Think 30 degrees plus 100% humidity.
Oh, no, we get humidity too over here as well. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, I would turn into a mushroom.
Are you one of the singing mushrooms from one of previous games, Sea of Stars?
No, I eat you.
Oh, ouch.
What about if someone eats you? Would you be the edible mushroom or the hallucinogenic mushroom?
In Soviet,
I'm the one who turns your body against you because it thinks I'm you. So your immune system eats you alive from the inside out.
The funny kind.
In Soviet Russia, the mushroom eats you. Oh yes, go on.
Yes.
Well,
Like
actually,
a
it
comic
does
books then.
Because anyway, I've got the USSR obeys normal fucking decay rules.
Is that the death cap mushroom? Is that the one that does that?
I think so. It's one of them.
One of them. We have a Living Russ.
Oh no!
Grip it, rip it, baby.
Oh no! Rip it, baby!
We also have a Mist. We also have a
Echo.
We also have a Mist who was in timeout after his reference earlier.
Does that mean I don't get an intro?
No, you get an intro. You're in timeout afterwards.
Okay.
Hashtag free mist. Hashtag free mist.
Free me.
Cool.
Free me.
Okay, you have 3 seconds for intro. Go.
Oh,
It's
fuck,
now over.
A free misting of cold water would be really nice right about now.
No, we love you, of course, as we do, Mist, my good friend and yours, as I like to refer to them. And our special guest for the stream is ShadowPhoenixRider.
I didn't win the New Orleans game last night. Gambit is just sad.
But you got second place.
I got very close. Yes.
Yeah, the heat caused me to fall unconscious, I will admit. So I
But there's one thing that I must say I'm proud of us. We've not gotten get on with it halfway through introduction yet.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me
yes.
fix that.
That could be arranged, mon ami.
So
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
No, please don't. Please don't.
You don't have to do the thing each time. I'm just doing.
Sorry, I'll just rapid fire. Just like
He's ironically not getting on with it because he's getting interrupted all the time. But anyway, so
Can I
where
interrupt
will
you one more time?
sure?
This is for all of us. It's very helpful. We want to see game, please.
Yeah, of
that would
course.
be useful.
yeah,
That would be
What
very
about
useful.
you?
That'd be very
Dad,
useful,
we
please.
can't see the game.
As I
Dad.
said, my brain is clearly being made into mush today.
we are overheating. We are in
okay.
buildings that are designed to trap heat, and it is overly
I-
hot. We are not well.
I swear to God, I'm gonna turn the case around.
Also, good luck to your throat, Elle.
Yes,
No,
thank you for reminding me.
I'm taking Bodhidharma from you. I'm gonna have a sore throat. You don't have to.
Are we agreeing with that, or
Are you agreeing with
I'm-
that, E?
I mean,
Yeah,
not
it's
our
your
territory.
character, so.
I think we had a discussion about that last time, right?
I think for the sake of my voice, we're gonna have to do that. As long as Burr is okay with giving up his voice for the next few days.
You need to have your perfect honeyed voice for miles, so you can't waste it on Bodhidharma Kanis.
Okay, all right. If you ever want to hear me doing body hump cameras, you can check me out in the last episode. But yeah, or don't, because apparently Shadow says my voice is extremely unsettling for that character.
What's unsettling in the good way?
That's a compliment.
supposed to be.
That is a compliment. You be nice.
You
to
are
yourself.
perfect at playing a terrifying assassin.
I
Fair
know
enough.
where you live.
Now that is a threat. Anyway, let's get on with the show. My unexpected savior. So here we go. So this is Bird doing replacing me temporarily as Buddy Hammer.
Sorry, I've got to make a joke of the fact of unexpected savior, or the fact of Burr is your unexpected savior of your
He
voice.
is.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, I am. As you have surmised it was I who killed President Wang.
You are gonna ruin your voice, my friend.
Am I not too quiet though?
No, you're fine. You are absolutely fine.
Fine to me, yeah.
But that meant that I too became an inconvenience in need of removal. The imposter president, winner, the god, all three were keen to guarantee my silence. And if I hadn't met my friend, the young pup, again, they might even have succeeded. I wonder what he's doing now.
Let's
I
be real
wonder
here.
if he's playing with drifting.
Anybody who plays Canis by this point is going to have their voice shot by the end of this. There's nobody
Yeah.
gets a free pass on that.
That's fair. That's fair.
I would, if I may, have I met this guy before, or is this my first time seeing him? Because I don't remember it. Obviously, last week he was around.
Were
but-
you away when we did the second case where we had to prosecute Lagarde in the prison?
I believe so, yes.
Yes,
so
this
you
is
have
the
to
first
be
time you're
offline,
meeting him then.
Yes.
Right, okay.
He
'cause I
was-
just need to
he
comment,
was-
what the stupid fucking... I'm so pissed off at that chest. Boss, are you kidding me? Come on, guys.
Really? You're just now having to go at this series? Well, after
Sometimes they just reach a level.
I mean,
what,
now-
like Carmine Incidente by any chance?
That was hilarious, honestly.
May I remind you that it was David who flipped the table at the end of Phoenix Wright
The end of that
versus
fucking game.
Professor
Good God.
Layton.
I'm
Yeah,
still not over it.
that was half of the fun of that game was watching Divot lose his absolute mind.
Yeah, like
Straight for the mouth of babes.
well, I looked it up on Wikipedia, and yeah, I can totally understand why you did that.
Okay, get into the role. So it was the president's body double who hired you.
I remember his words almost like if it were yesterday.
Which it was.
Well, it wasn't. It was
I know.
a fucking long time ago.
Welcome to Burr Talks to Himself, because I believe this is the president or the boss. So
Yeah, it might
You know
be.
how many times I've nearly been killed? Not once, not twice, a bunch of times. Three. 5 times, sir. Three.
Jesus.
Why do I have to take all the risk? Why am I the one always put in danger?
Because you're the president. Trent.
Because he's the body double.
he's going over, yeah.
What a god.
Well, yeah, but other than that,
I was going to say something insulting, and I was just like, for once, being a British woman, I ran out of insults, and I was just like, okay.
We are a colourful nation. I'll say that.
yes. When I'm theraping him, people treat me like I was him. They worship me.
No, they treat you.
How can anyone live like that?
They treat you like the person you're pretending to be. Wow.
Shock and
Yes.
horror.
Yes.
Dun, dun.
Shock and disbelief.
I've noticed the cast are very catty today, everyone. I don't know what it is.
It's the fucking heat!
I was gonna say, it could be because the heat.
Yeah, is anyone else warm? My readout says 28 degrees.
It's gonna be a
Calm
very
down.
heated stream, yes.
The sun is a deadly laser.
I have a count of how many times I reference the heat in this show. No, carry on.
Yes. So,
Heat
what's
counter.
The sun is a deadly laser.
Don't you start Illuminati.
On with it. If that-
So what's the difference? Who's to say I couldn't be as good as him?
Oops.
Thank you, Drifting, for the 5 gifted subs. I
I
appreciate
can't
it.
promise those aren't all just bots by the looks of it.
Well, who the fuck cares? Because it may get them to tune in and actually watch the fucking show. But yeah,
Doubt it. Especially that last one though. That's a bot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a bot.
well, that's-
I mean, not necessarily, but who knows?
at least we'll have an audience, not just those 2 geezers up there. Okay,
But
carry
that
on back.
clearly Drifting, you've run out of people to gift subs to.
Apparently.
At least we're not down there.
Oh no! Anyway, on with it.
So what's the difference? Who's to say I couldn't be as good as him? There was a difference, of course. Even if he did look and sound exactly like him. Just because it walks and talks like a duck, that doesn't make it a president, does it, boy? No!
I mean, at this point, I would have a duck over some presidents. So.
Yeah.
So he got his wish and became the boss, but couldn't quite fill his predecessor's shoes.
Almost like being the president is hard.
Divot, you have a voice.
Oh god, I can't remember it.
They had a twang. They had a
He was a
twang.
cowboy.
He had a bit of a twang, did he?
A twang, yeah.
Texas. Think Texan. And a gun.
Yeah.
I pressed the wrong fucking button. I pressed the mute button instead of the inner monologue button.
Oh no.
I was wondering why.
Well, that means I'm number 1. Do.
I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes.
Of course I do. I'm the leader now. Me.
Yeah, okay. I say you now.
I say you, Mr. Prosecutor.
The idea of shouting to kill just not having an echo is really funny to me for some reason.
Yeah, I mean,
He's that ghostly.
Yes.
he's either that good or he's secretly a duck.
See, now my mind's on which one's better, 47 or Tequila. But that's a fight for another day.
That's an epic rap battle if ever I heard one.
That is.
Or just a death battle.
Yeah, it works. Seems like the king and his knight were much the same.
The president's double knew that his employer had a weakness. A young woman named Emily. No. I'm sorry?
Wait.
As a chico
Fucking I have been restraining myself from making that fucking joke. Dang it, Divot! I've been sitting here with the stupid Emily jokes of I'm near the
Have yourself-
stable. You can see me.
Have yourself a crystal.
I am married
Damn
to
it!
the Rat King.
I have literally no idea what you're
I
talking
cook an
about.
egg with a
Move on.
spoon.
Neither do I,
We're gonna
Drifting.
go
We'll
to-
say it together.
It's a whole extended bit of I'm
Don't worry,
Emily
you're
now
the
on
only one
DVD.
who
They not on
I'll-
Blu-ray
I'll-
yet. They lose me.
I'll link it for everyone.
Yeah, Divot can find it.
Yeah.
We're sorry about that. Thanks.
No, it's okay.
It's alright, it's alright.
It's okay, I just don't
It's
understand.
You feel like an old woman, basically. Just like, what? What are you kids talking about these days?
Exactly.
We got unleashed.
Yeah,
Me
we-
and
we
Divot
did-
unleashed me and my stupid jokes.
Put your hearing aid in, love, you're fine.
What did she say, Barbara?
Anyway, on
This
with it.
isn't even a young person thing. This is a very specific area of the internet.
But in order to find her on DVD, he needed to enlist the help of locals.
Why did you do that to me?
Locals? Locals, such as Chairman Winner?
Once Miss Van had been located, they simply needed to find the right time to lay the trap.
Oh, the meeting she arranged so the president could meet his son. That would have been the perfect opportunity.
Indeed. And with the head of the orphanage brought into the fold, the little conspiracy was complete.
Warden Lagarde.
Now, quid pro quo. Where might I find the pup?
On
What
your
make-
shoulder.
What makes you think the boy who helped you and our mysterious string puller are one and the same?
I'm surprised, actually, that Bird didn't go full on Ian McDiarmid when he said the line complete.
He set a little fire that night, out there in the yard of the orphanage.
Oh, yeah, we saw that. It was some kind of a prank, right?
A prank, bro. It was nothing of the sort, my dear. YouTube was not invented yet.
Thank God.
Do it for the
No.
wine.
Or Vine wasn't invented yet either. As I understand it, he had taken refuge in the igloo by the entrance.
Right, okay, so he was there.
From there, he happened to see Winner and Lagarde carrying away a dead body.
Ah,
He also overheard them hatching a certain sordid little plot. A plot to remove me, the only other person who knew what really happened, from the picture. Thankfully, he was kind enough to come and inform me. I was waiting inside the building, you see. He also happened to mention later on that he was wearing his favorite red raincoat.
That bloody mimetic item.
In any case, he escorted me from the premises. And being a very considerate boy, the best boy you could say, he thought to erase both our footprints from the scene of the crime with his tail. It seems he had a little kerosene set aside in the eagle for such an occasion.
How the fuck did you get kerosene out there?
I mean, look, kids will do all kinds of things when they're bored, especially in the orphanage.
Yeah, okay, but like plain fuel? How'd you get that?
I think kerosene could come in other things, I think.
Yeah, kerosene's not just plain fuel.
yeah, I've heard it used on
That's
things
what
as
I
well.
know it as. Leave me alone.
Kerosene is used for the oil lamps, for example, and this is ancient history. So this is the like Emily Blyton novel or something.
Ancient history. Isn't this 12 years ago? It's not like the 1500s.
It's 2007.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It's
Ancient
it's
history.
It's literally the 1800s. It's
still used to heat some homes, so it's possible that
Yeah.
you've got.
Just let me have
There's
this
still
job.
I think-
coal in England. There can still be kerosene in Japanifornia.
Yeah, I think Shadow nailed
Yeah.
it. The fact that it's probably used to heat the home.
Yeah,
mean-
kerosene is widely. Quoting from Wikipedia, kerosene is widely used in Japan and Chile as a home heating fuel for portable and installed kerosene heaters.
Oh yeah,
Well,
they
that
have
just
those.
sounds dangerous.
They have those
Kerosene can be
holes.
readily brought to any filling station or be delivered to homes in some cases.
Wow, well, there you go.
Laura, can you remind us what the name is of this whole thing that there's a hole in the ground in at home in the ground where you put this heater, you put your legs in, you cover your legs with a table, and then you put all
Kotatsu?
kinds of. Yeah, that one, yes.
Oh yes, the traditional American kotatsu.
Yes.
Um,
The
It's
traditional-
in the comic. It's in the comic. To be clear,
traditional
that's not me just.
Japanifornia kotatsu.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows it gets very cold in winters in Japanifornia.
Yeah. I found it. I found it. I'm putting it in the court record. The traditional American kotatsu. Yeah. Anyway.
On with it, Burr.
On with it.
Yes, that's exactly that, yes. So he spread it liberally around the place and set himself on fire. Well, set himself a little fire.
Yeah, the first line was definitely not wrong. Not right.
Quite a different context, I would say.
Very
Yeah.
Slavic of you, my friend.
No way. So that's what the fire was for.
We Slavs would also do anything to keep ourselves warm, even set ourselves on fire.
Please don't.
It must have been ever so beautiful. Winner and Lagarde were positively enchanted. And while they were distracted by the show, he took the opportunity to usher me out of a side entrance.
You never answered my question. You really think he's the one behind all this?
I do indeed, don't I, Helmut? Yes, I do.
Battle time. Don't ruin your voice anymore.
Yeah, don't.
Behave yourself.
Be kind to
Hold
your
it.
voice and yourself.
Oh,
You were pretty forthcoming with that particular admission.
if I'm honest, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm tired of all the killing.
Somehow I don't believe that.
You're not cool, Phillips. You cannot doubt me. But back then, LA Noire reference. But back then, I felt that death was my path. I embraced it and strove to learn what it had to teach.
What are you, a Sith?
Yeah, I think honestly he's probably
mean-
one of the most Sith-coded characters in the whole Ace Attorney franchise.
I mean,
Why
he
do
deals in absolute, so you know.
Also, why do you think my head looks like that? Do you remember Sebastian Shaw?
True.
He also spoke similar to me.
Oh,
And now
well,
you can tell your sister that you were right.
moving along.
I have made my peace with that. And I am happy to admit it, aren't I, boy? Yes, I am.
Oh, sorry, I just got the joke.
I'm not sure what he's talking about, but I definitely don't like the sound of it.
Yeah, it's just Star Wars. You'll get used to it.
Oh, the idea that Kay hasn't seen Star Wars is very funny to me. Anyway,
She was busy burglarizing.
Yeah.
Basically, he thought nothing of murdering the president. And not only is he an assassin, he's now a prison escapee, not someone to be trifled with. We can't afford for him not to talk. I'll need to tread carefully as I can. Very well, you killed the president, and you're happy to admit it.
Oh, very much so. I wouldn't want you thinking that I threw my blade and missed. That I threw my blade and missed it too.
Okay, so what's all this about? Hold it.
Oh,
Again? So the two of you had met before?
yes. On a cold and lonely Christmas Eve 18 years back.
Of course on a fucking Christmas Eve.
That long ago?
But on that occasion, it was I who saved his life. It was snowing more than it had in years, and cold enough to death by freezing was a real possibility. You know, like in Japan-California every winter.
I mean, Japan does have pretty intense winters from what I know.
Yeah, but California doesn't. And also Japan gets harsh winters like on Hokkaido and maybe the northern parts of Honshu, but not on the like Tokyo and Kyoto level.
It's rare to have like massive amounts of persistent snowfall. If you go down to like the east-west divide of Japan, like I said, Tohoku or Hokkaido would have them. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of like those massive
snow tunnels.
drifts,
Yes,
but the snow tunnels that they like carve out so they can have the road drive through them, and there's like tour buses going through. I think that's like some sort of one of the northern regions of Japan that has that. So.
No, I just know of the monkeys in the hot springs.
But
Which are very cute.
but Laura, isn't that mostly courtesy of the wind, not the snow, that that they have those snow tunnels?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how the specifics of it work, but that could be an explanation. Like I said, I don't live in that part of the country, so I don't know.
I had taken Helmut out for a little walk. He noticed something and bounded off through the snow. When I got up to him, he was sniffing at the car. The doors had frozen shut. It took all the strength I had, but eventually I managed to open one.
Then you're very strong, because that's not easy.
Yeah.
Oh, please, I am a trained ninja.
Fair point, but still.
And inside I found two young boys, shivering and semi-conscious.
Two?
They were called Apollo and Nayut. Sorry. Yes. And had I found them even an hour later, the poor wretches would never have made it. I took them both to a nearby orphanage.
Is it me? Or is there something significant about what he just told us? Of course there is.
Probably there is.
What is it about the Kansas statement that's especially noteworthy?
The date?
The date. This was on Christmas Eve 18 years ago? You're certain of that?
I am.
Holy smokes!
Where did you come from?
We...
Lady secrets, I don't kiss and
He's
tell.
been here the whole time.
He has been here.
I've been here the whole time!
And it's like Franziska is also here, like with
Yeah,
a bunch of other
everyone.
people just watching this go on.
We have
I know, but it's just funny.
We have
I mean-
something... Yes, mister?
I was going to say that
Welcome.
technically the only person who isn't here right now is me, because everyone else who's got a voice is
Sorry.
here
And
except
me.
me.
I just wanted to make another samurai joke.
And Drifting.
Welcome to Bird Changer, the only show where Bird Changers rolls every second.
We have something that shows why that date is so significant. Which piece of evidence relates to the date on which Mr. Kane has found the children?
Your Honor, that was weeks ago.
That was the same day in which a certain incident occurred. The murder of a well-known sculptor.
No way!
An incident in the aftermath of which 2 children went missing.
Oh shit, that case.
The son of the victim, Artie Frost, and the son of the murderer, Carmelo Gusto.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the little guys did go AWOL, huh?
What does AWOL stand for?
Away without
without-
leave.
Without official.
Yeah.
It basically means that they've left without
Yeah.
performing their
Telling
superior.
anyone, yes.
Yeah.
Nah. Thank you.
No problem.
Intriguing. The son of a murderer and the son of the victim. I suppose that would make sense.
It would.
One of the boys was bound hand and foot, you see.
That must have been part of Mr. Frost's plan to stop Mr. Gusto's son from getting to the competition.
Indeed. Because without his son to taste his creations, Mr. Gusto would have had no chance of winning.
So that was what was behind it all. Sadly, neither of the boys were able to remember any such details.
They weren't?
No. When we met each other again on that night 12 years ago, the young pup explained it to me. It seems that they really were on the brink of death when I found them. And the shock of the experience caused them both to lose the memories.
Shadow, any feasible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Trauma is a very real thing.
yeah, because the amnesia caused by trauma is basically the brain literally shutting itself down so it doesn't have to process
Witness it, yeah.
Also, can't you have your brain cells start degrading from hypothermia?
It's a slower process. People who have fallen into frozen lakes do get a little extra time because of the cold, but it's enough, but it's not a long time. Where you had maybe an hour, you get maybe an hour and 10 kind of thing. If you cooled a stroke victim or something.
Huh.
I would just figure that would be described as repressing their memories rather than losing it.
No, it is a trauma response. The brain will literally just be I do not want to remember this. I think the memory is still there? Question mark? But the brain's just I don't want anything to do with that. No, thank you.
I mean,
bye.
if the brain at the time reverts all the energy to sustaining its life instead of storing it as a long-term memory, they might just disappear forever.
Yeah, and also they can be overwritten in some regards, and the brain would just be nah, don't want that. Goodbye. It's also why if you've had a particularly negative childhood, you'll start finding holes in your memory because your brain's I don't want this anymore. Goodbye.
Brains are weird, and I mean that in a fascinating sense.
Indeed.
It's really funny having this whole conversation, and I'm just yep, check about my.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but I did think of you when Shadow said that.
Yeah, I have a bad memory, and that's why it's for my childhood, because it's just there's just holes because my brain's I don't want that, nah.
Yeah, it can also be caused by depression as well, which is unhelpful.
Which can also be,
I'm leaving this call.
which can also be helped along by trauma. Trauma can influence the development of depression.
Also, sometimes your brain has to decide whether to keep the memories or keep the gigabytes of lore that you need to store in your brain.
I mean, I prefer the law. Just
I sacrificed my childhood for Star Trek and Star Wars lore, I think, and I don't regret my decision at all. So, anyway, carry on.
I feel that, yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't remember what happened when I was 5, but I can quote Silmarillion to you.
Lunatham says, I feel caught out here.
And the shock of learning the entire filmography of Star Trek caused them both to lose their memories. They weren't even able to remember the names.
That's severe, and
I'm a little bit more down
that's too
for
much.
that, but You know, brains can be funny things, and I mean,
Also, this is. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. I would expect it maybe of younger children. I don't know how old these kids are from like a glance, but they seem old enough to remember their names. However, you know, like we
Also,
don't know. Big shrug.
I can see how they could not access that particular part of their memories for a while, but then they would regain at least that thing.
They might do. It depends. It's a funny thing. Memories,
They're about 10. By the
memories are
way.
extremely malleable. And if somebody like quote unquote overwrote those memories where they were still in a fragile state, it could possibly go that way. It's difficult to know. Brains are like fucking weird. Memories are never exactly as you remember them because they change every time you recall them, which is a scary thought to have happen actually. But
not wanting to make light of a very serious situation, like medical situation, but imagine being able to rewatch all of Star Trek again.
Yeah, I was about to make light of that. Like, when you meet people with amnesia, don't watch like Lord of the Rings Extended Edition with them. That might erase important things.
I will also just say as like a sidebar, read if you can read survivor accounts from disasters. It's very interesting to see how memories work, because a lot of the times, like for those in a train crash, they'll be like, yeah, I remembered this thing happening. There was a big noise and things happened. And then I was suddenly outside of the train. Like, they literally do not remember that section of time because the brain's just like, absolutely not. It's also why when people give birth, they do not remember the birthing process, because hell no, that's an extremely traumatic process. I don't want to remember that either. The brain's like, absolutely not.
It also explains why, people are willing to do it a second time.
Yes, that's exactly it. The brain erases the memory, so you can do that again.
I will say this is also the series where a guy getting hit with a fire extinguisher erased all of his memories briefly, including his name. So
I mean, that hit hard enough.
But he got him back. But he got him back, though, is the other thing. Like, everything got erased, and then he got him back in the second game.
Literally the same thing happened to Kay a case ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Like the one thing that is realistic is the losing the memories. It's the regaining them that's like iffy. Sometimes it works. Sometimes after a while, people are like, "Oh yeah, I got all the memories back." But more often than not, those memories are just fucking gone. Like they're easily overwritten.
Yeah.
Because we're a fucking just imagine the brain is literally like. Do you kids know about cassette tapes? They're like that.
Yes.
Yes, Grandma.
Dare you?
I'm not talking about you guys. I know you guys know about it. I'm talking about the children over there, outside.
Back in my day.
Back in my day.
Back in my day.
Yeah, I get you though.
We had to rewind the cassette tapes with the pencil.
I'll bring it back. Hello, Jaggy, by the way.
Yeah, hello, Jaggy. Hello, Lanathium. I'm so sorry you're being called out, and also drifting is calling us out.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Not again.
All right. Wow. So they wouldn't have even known they were Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusto's kids?
If what he's telling us is true, that would seem likely, yes. Which means we still don't have enough to tell us who our mastermind might be. Mr. Canis, would you mind telling us what happened next?
By all means.
The pup and I.
The pup and I remained in contact even after I was sent to prison. But then I stopped hearing from him. I couldn't help but worry. And then people from 12 years ago started cropping up all over the place. It rather piqued my curiosity, so I thought I'd temporarily regain my freedom and look into things.
And the guy's just like, I want to check out what's going on, and just pulled a prison break just on a whim.
Just leaves.
Is Japanifornia's prison system like that one from South Park where it's got an honor system and an open gate?
No, we've seen it.
No, I think he's just this good of an like assassin. It's like, I'm staying in this prison because I choose to. I can leave at any point.
Yeah.
You can't contain me.
People from 12 years ago. You mean Lagarde, Winner, and the president, I assume?
Well, Warren Lagarde was in charge of the prison when he was an inmate this whole time, right?
Oh. I'm very.
I fear.
Sorry?
I just heard some thunder.
Oh yeah, I heard that was happening.
Yeah, I heard it's very, very frightening. Galileo!
Sorry. No, we're not doing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Not today, anyway.
Not in this voice, please.
No.
I fear I wasn't as kind to her as I could have been. But then she did try to have me killed. You already know why, of course.
Because you murdered President Wang, but they needed the world to believe he was still alive. If somebody had exposed the president as a fake, it would have been bad for Lagarde and Chairman Winner too.
Exactly. And not only that, I happened to overhear something else intriguing that night.
Oh, this is Amelie. I'll be at the orphanage on the evening of the 9th. I'll be waiting in the front yard. I thought you could meet him if you like. Even if it's only just this once. I know you're a very busy man, but anyway, that's where we'll be. Goodbye.
I was about to hop into that one, but they beat me to the punch.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Who are you? Sorry, I'm waiting for somebody. I know you are, Mr. President. I couldn't help overhearing the news. Congratulations. But please don't worry about your son. I only kill those I employed to kill, which in this case means you. No! What you got there? A knife? No! Wait! This is my chance to meet him! And it might be my only chance. Please, give me just a few minutes longer. I thought he was going to beg for his life, but no. An interesting character. I told him I was not aware that he had a child. No, he said and shook his head. Neither was I, but the world will know that I have one. The world will know that I have one now. I mean to make sure of it. I've even prepared something in case the worst comes to the worst. And the son in question, it was the young gentleman with the horns here, correct?
Horns? You can see them?
I don't need to, my dear. I've been here the whole time. I've been listening very carefully, you see. And for longer than you may realize.
So, the president meant to tell the world about Sean and prepared something in case of the worst. But it's not enough simply to have Kane's word on the matter. Of course. Oh, we're gonna need our divot back.
I forgot I was muted, and I started reading that line.
Oh.
We have something that proves what he's telling us. The president said is true. The will. A will everybody knew about. He entrusted it to my family to show his belief in us after all.
The name in the recording, the preparations he had made, and his will. With those 3 pieces of information, I was able to convince Warden Lagarde to do anything I asked.
With the information at his disposal, he could have exposed the truth about the body double at any time, and Sean's true identity with it.
President Wang was more agile than I had anticipated. He blocked my first knife thrust with something soft. By the time the piece I'd broken off hit the snow, my next strike had hit its mark.
So it was Camus who tore the horn off the Tyrannosaurus doll.
I was the only one present to hear his final words. The only one who knew the truth about his son. Well, me and that poor pup.
Ooh, rebuttal, that pop an eye. Let's start strong.
Rattle, orphan.
Hold it!
Oh.
So you were able to continue communicating with him from prison?
I was. By a post office box.
What's that?
It's a
That's
means
where
of,
you put letters in.
it's a means of exchanging mail without revealing one's own address.
Oh.
It's the P.O. box.
Yeah. I never knew where he was, and I wasn't able to slip out and track him down. I mean, I didn't want to. I was being kept under rather strict supervision, you see.
Yeah, no.
By Warden Lagarde, no doubt. What were the two of you even communicating about?
We were playing correspondence chess, of course.
Of course you were.
Yeah, because that was Bronco Knight, wasn't it?
That and griping about our respective lots in life.
I thought they looked similar.
Is it griping or gripping?
Griping.
Griping.
So I did say it right. Good.
Yeah, if it was gripping, it would be 2 P's.
Because English.
Yeah.
Correspondence chess? But didn't you used to play that with?
As unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Kenneth's chess opponent was...
Mr. Knight? Yeah, it was Mr. Knight.
We found the diagram of the game in his cell too. Correspondence chess diagram data jotted down in my organizer.
So does it mean Knight had something to do with all of IS-7 business?
Seems so.
Wait, could that be it? Do we have any evidence that might connect Knight to the IS-7 incident?
I remember. I don't know if anybody else remembers.
Like one of the possessions?
I think so. The ring. This is everything Knight had left behind. Could there be a clue in here somewhere? A ring and a chess set. Which one should I look at more closely? The ring. The ring!
What about it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Mr. Fender, take a close look at this if you would.
That's a sign. That's Bull Howie's trademark, Mark.
Indeed. Looks like somebody turned the stamp he used to sign his work into a ring. But why would Knight be carrying it? And why was it not with the rest of the evidence from the IS-7 incident?
It tried to release Frost's personal effects to his next of kin after the case wound down. But if I remember rightly, old Frosty Boy didn't have any family aside from his kid. And the kid was missing, so they never got to hand it back to him. Not till later, anyhow. I heard on grapevine that they found him in the end and gave him the goods.
Including the seal, it would seem, which he turned into a ring and wore until his own death. Knight's possessions of data updated on my organizer.
So we're saying Mr. Knight was Mr. Frost's son?
The cops don't mess around with stuff like that. They would have made sure before handing it over.
Oh, and we suddenly trust the cops now. Cops that aren't gummy. Anyway. And we were looking for somebody connected to the IS-7 incident who played correspondence chess, right?
Divot. You've been muted, sir.
He probably is away at this time. So this is a revelation, it seems.
Yeah, but when they said that Knight turned the seal into a...
Is he where I think he is?
Oh, damn it.
On the golden throne.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Touch you back.
Exactly.
You got it in one.
Got him in one.
Shit.
Praise,
Got him in
praise
one.
be the Emperor.
Praise
Got
be
him.
the Emperor. Well, we're not going to rush him. But yeah, so this is a revelation. Bronco Knight was in fact the son of Artie Frost.
Artie Frost, yeah. And he made the ring, and in that ring he put all his malice and his cruelty and will to dominate all life.
Yeah, Shadow?
I did sort of
Every time.
when they showed the picture of the children. I was like, huh.
They look familiar.
Well, one of them looked really familiar to the guy we'd already seen. Like,
Welcome back, Divot.
Every
Refreshed?
fucking time, right. And I am refreshed and empty, yes. Right. So,
Wait, so our secret string puller is Bronco Knight?
Objection. Knight is dead. How could he possibly be involved in our current case?
Far out! So, our only candidate for genius mastermind is a guy who's already kicked the bucket?
That's impossible. How could a dead guy be behind all this?
It's a little
Somehow Bronco Knight returned.
It's a little perplexing. But then who else could it be?
I pressed that snake.
Yeah. It's fun, but you don't have to do the whole thing.
Yeah, especially in that voice, your throat is not gonna thank you.
No, it's not.
Wait. In Braille? But the letter isn't in Braille. Where is it? Where is the letter?
There it is.
Damn it, I
Yeah.
pressed the wrong button.
Objection.
The letter's not in Braille.
Attention to the list.
Damn it, I keep- again.
Focus.
Look at that. Look, that's not Braille. That is written
That's
out.
not Braille.
Yeah.
Objection. You said that you wrote all of your letters in Braille. Yes, Shadow.
I do like feeling the braille on like medicine packets and stuff like that. It's just
Yeah.
nice in the hands.
Shaggy says that he, referring to Canis, has varicose veins in his head. He has certainly he's certainly got something going on there.
Yeah, I'm
that
just
would
curious.
be- I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to medical all over this, but you don't get varicose veins. You don't get varicose veins in your head. That's probably like a blue spot nevus.
I'm not sure that's kosher to Twitch TOS, Shadow. To medical all over something.
Well, too late. It already happened.
Okay. It's hard here. You said that you wrote all of your letters in Braille. Is that correct?
I don't mean to be rude, Mr. Prosecutor, but You do know my condition, don't you?
That's my line.
That's odd. Because the chess diagram we found in Knight's Cell didn't contain any braille at all.
Really? But surely that's impossible.
That's not an Avis. I think that's just normal. I think that's just normal blood vessels that show up when you get old. You get like the skin. Sorry, I am gonna be a nerd again. When you get older, your skin gets more and more thin and fragile. And so you can more easily see the superficial blood vessels underneath, superficial blood vessels and capillaries under older people's skin than you would in younger folk. And it's also why older people get injured so easly. They get loads of little skin tears and stuff like that because their skin is so fragile. So that's probably what's happening here. Is his skin on the back of his hair, on the back of his scalp. Well, scalp, because that is the back of his head.
I think that what's
it just gets thinner and thinner, and it, it will just show the veins.
Yeah, I think that's what connects the old people to the newborns, because they also have all those veins very visible, and their skin of their skulls very delicate.
Yes.
How so exactly?
Maybe someone typed Mr. Canis's letters out on purpose?
Meaning there may have been some sort of intermediary between the two of them?
So then
it's not Mr. Knight.
Mr. Canis says he wrote his letters out in Braille, and yet the letters received by Mr. Knight contain no Braille at all. This suggests that there must be a third party who typed Mr. Canis's letters out.
Which could allow the...
That's a bit weird and illogical, though, because why would Canis write his letters in Braille? Surely he needs to read the letters in Braille. He can write them normally.
I think... but...
I don't know. I presume visually impaired people write in Braille. I think.
I don't know. I was just presuming the exact opposite.
He can't see in order to write like normal characters. So I don't know. Genuinely don't know in that regard.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they have to read Braille, but I don't think they have to write Braille.
To be fair, it makes sense that there'd be like a system for writing it, because otherwise you can't. How do you know where you're writing? So I think that it sounds logical to me.
There must be a way, yeah. How to write.
Ooh, this graphic is new for the HD. That's cool.
It's a very this is how networking is. This is how network works. This is where the signal goes. This is the HTTP protocol. This is where it ends.
Oh, that's interesting.
Fender?
Oh?
Yeah, Shadow?
Guess it could have worked the same way on the flip side too, right?
Yeah, Shadow?
Sorry, I'm literally looking up how to write in Braille, and basically it's because Braille is done by feel. You have to use like a little pipette style, I think it's called, to make the little raised dots in order, and in order and they have a slate which allows visually impaired people to place each character at equal spaces from each other.
Huh.
There you go.
So whoever it was could have taken Knight's letters and turned them back into Braille.
They could indeed. Correspondence just diagram data updated on organizer.
Also, it requires a particular set of paper that deforms instead of rips with the
Yes.
I think you and Mr. Knight were both communicating with this person, Mr. Canis. Mr. Canis, the answer you received...
They were written in Braille too, yes.
So some mysterious middle person really was retyping the Bronx's missives.
That same person?
Might well be our secret string puller.
Wait, you're trying to say there's another hidden mastermind behind this whole thing? There's a new one.
Bronco Knight's son of Auntie Frost is already dead. But what if the other child from 18 years ago was actually who we've been looking for?
Carmelo Gusto's son. Who is he? Where is he?
I'll do you one better. Why is he?
How is he?
If Knight was Frost's son, Gusto's son would have to be... This is a flashback. This is you, Mist.
Yeah.
I've known him since we were kids, when both of us was all alone. He doesn't have any family, you see, just like me.
Oh my god.
Him? But surely not.
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? You're white as a sheet.
Of course. It all makes sense. I know exactly who our so-called mastermind is.
Nothing's wrong, it's just his natural complexion.
What? Who? You have to tell us.
I can hardly believe it, but it's somebody we know rather well. The person we've been looking for is...
Simeon.
Take that! It has to be the person behind all this. The person who forced Chairman Winner's hand by sending the letter to Rosie Ringer. The person who kidnapped Sean and bugged Kay and myself. The person who did the strangest thing of all.
Oh, of course, because he went to help find Sean and was disappeared for a very long period of time.
Who drugged Kay and carried her up the roof of the big building. It was the monster.
What? Did you really just say what I thought you did?
Yes, the monster. That was the key to unmasking our mastermind.
Oh, I almost forgot. We're doing a new show soon. I'd like it if you could come, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's not him, it's the monkey.
I'll be rejoining Regina on stage for this one.
The monkey tells him to kill.
I believe Regina is drifting.
Yeah, it's
Drifting to the air?
Yes.
I have a role.
You have a role. This is how I felt.
Don't tell me we're pooping too.
It's almost like everybody has a voice. Don't
I
look
was
around.
drawing, actually.
It's almost like we have this giant of a cast for a reason.
That's right. The very big circus. I know the name of my own circus. Shut the fuck up. It's the biggest, most fabulous event in town. You want all this of fun?
You sure it's not the bigger circus?
No, I don't think so.
Miss Lloyd, could I ask a favor?
No.
Oh, who? Little old me? What kind of favor?
You told us you recorded the sound of Torosaurus breathing fire. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps?
Oh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper than a goddamn tack. I captured the sound of that big old beast breathing fire was what I captured.
We are not thinking anymore. We are speaking in the present time.
Sure did. Like I said, I didn't precisely see the guy, but boy, did I hear him.
Can we listen to the tape?
You surely can. All right, let's see now.
That's it, that sound. It must be what I think it is. My theory has to be correct. Yes, Burr?
It's a monkey. It's a monkey sound.
The truth about the monster, the identity of the person behind this all, is all falling into place. Miss Hart, you saw a giant eye at the window of the storeroom, did you not?
Yep. Snap me a picture of it too. Even if you can't rightly see it so well.
can't see it right now, but Detective Gumshoe,
Yes, sir.
your image analyzer. Can we borrow it again?
Zoom in and hand.
Sure, but what do you want to look at, sir?
This photograph right here.
Gotcha. I'm on it.
He's such a good boy.
The clue we're looking for must be here. We just have to find it.
Enhance.
Enhance the enhancement.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Hello.
That's
Eureka.
a big eye. That's...
See? I done told ya! Torosaurus his own dang self.
Yes, there it is at last. The monster commanded by the architect of this whole scheme.
What?
Monster!
Almost together say that in unison.
Well, I could
Also-
because there's two characters of mine there.
Also, congratulations for the fucking Hell Knight roar. That was great.
Here we go.
You're finally ready to admit it? That he's dang well real, the big bad bull himself?
Objection. No. Because that isn't Torosaurus at all. It's the eye of a different giant beast entirely.
Sorry, that's really funny. Objection. No.
That's how I played it.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, not overruled. Not sustained. Just no.
Take a look at this, if you will.
Fuck you mean,
Yeah,
Nuh-uh. No, you're not. No way.
I'm too.
The
Did
very
not.
big circus flyer? Oh, wait, look!
Back in my day, we
You
just said, "Oh, really? Yeah, really? No way!"
You see it? You see it? The enormous lion balloon? That's the real monster.
Shadow. I feel like I'm 15 years older now. Ah!
I'm sorry.
And,
No, you're not.
and the sound that Miss Lloyd thought she was the creature breathing fire?
Oh, it was the thingy.
Yeah, it was the air heater.
Yes.
The balloon flame.
Oh, come on! You're really gonna bring me crashing down to Earth like that?
That's how balloons fly, huh? They burn gas and to make hot air.
They do. And our culprit was able to use that balloon to carry Kay up to the roof of the big building without ever going near the elevator.
So this culprit, they've got something to do with the circus?
Circus worker, friend of the Bronxster, son of Gus. No! Whoa. You're not serious.
You forgot to
Surely
mention
you're not serious.
you forgot to mention trainee animal tamer. It's hard to believe.
And don't call me Shirley.
But he's the one who's been pulling the strings this whole time. That's right.
Ah!
Simeon Saint is the one behind all of this.
You sure it's him and not the monkey?
So, Simeon? But everything? Really?
I will say the Ace Attorney series has like this habit of being like, look at this really innocent character. They've been the baddie the entire fucking time.
They've been
Yeah,
around
I mean-
the whole time.
I mean, it's not a bad thing
Oh
to
no,
do.
I
but
wasn't
it starts
criticizing
getting
it. I was
starts
more-
getting predictable after a while. Is the problem? You start seeing the most innocent character and being like, "You're suspicious."
Why are you being so good for? What?
You're
Yeah,
too much of a cinnamon roll. I don't trust you.
Yes, something just suddenly came to my head. Like looking at the way that Simeon Saint looks, and I'm getting mad Dahlia Hawthorne vibes from the way he looks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah, it's a recurring design thing, like the red hair.
What you trying to say? I'm a redhead in real life. Wow. Doesn't get it.
I mean, it's specifically a recurring design trait of pink, wearing pink, has red hair, appears innocent, but also like, anyway, there's other stuff we'll see in in a little bit. Anyway, I don't. It might be a little while. I don't know.
Well, thank God that one time you see Phoenix wearing a pink shirt, his hair's not red.
Yeah. Anyway, and Kay wears pink, but her hair's not red. Anyway, I don't believe you. We trusted him, and he trusted us. You can't tell me that was all lies. That would be too horrible.
I'm sorry, Kay. Who is that?
Hold it!
Forget that after the fact.
Hey! Where do you think you're going, old man?
My job here is done. So long.
Sorry.
Bless you. Nothing escapes you, does it, young pup?
Bless you, Detective Yang.
Thank you.
My congratulations, Mr. Edgeworth.
Lan Shi says, get on tight.
I've never heard a detective sneeze before.
Long Shi says, a real detective never gets ill. But now that I know the truth, my business here is done. Swish cloak.
No, Mr. Kalis, wait. Okay.
He's fucking dead.
That man is
dead.
I love Francisco just let this happen. Just like, well, that
happened. That sure happened.
Arf.
Burp.
Hold on.
Goodness gracious.
Barf.
So long, douche canoes.
I don't have a dog, I just have.
Do it.
Oh.
I have many small creatures.
Raiders, raid for me.
Well then.
Okay.
They're all stunned, I say.
Well, stop standing around.
Is your line do it?
This you did.
Oh, damn, he disappeared.
How dare you?
Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth?
Got attacked by a mastiff.
Don't worry, I'm fine, but...
No, he's not.
Damn you!
Are you alright, Sean?
Nope.
Oh, also no.
He killed my dad. He did, right?
There's no easy way to say it, but... Sorry, Sean. It would appear that he did.
He won't get away with it. I'll make him pay. Somehow, some way, I'll overruled. No, Sean. You mustn't say such things. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. You'll have to forgive us both.
I'll just put the call out, sir. All units are on the lookout for Mr. Canis.
I don't mean to hurry everybody, but we better be on our way too. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, so it's done. Where do you think we'll find our mastermind?
I suppose you're right. We should go after the mastermind right now. He said he had to practice for the show, which I guess means he'll be at the circus. But before we leave, there's something I'd like to ask of you, Agent Lang.
There is? What?
Once a beast has been sighted, the next step is to plan its capture. When we arrive, there's something we'll need to try and find as a matter of priority. And Detective, I'd like you to look into something that's been bothering me about Sean's kidnapping.
Yes, sir.
too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good. There's someone I'd like you to try and contact. If Saint really is our mastermind, we're going to need this person's help. Between our many encounters, I never suspected a thing, even though it was right there in front of me.
Hidden in plain sight.
I messed up. There's no other way of putting it, but I'm going to put things right once and for all.
You can do it.
To be continued. Normally, I have a break about 8 o'clock. Given the fact that it's 8 minutes to, I think it's appropriate that we have the break now rather than start and then stop in 8 minutes. So
Agreed.
we're going to go and quickly refill our drinks and get the next
You do
section
that too,
done.
audience. Make sure you stay hydrated in these hot times.
Hydrate!
Indeed, hydrate.
Hydrate, visit bathroom, get drinks or snacks.
Yeah.
Stretch
May
your
I
legs.
offer you a
This is
bowl
a
of
med-
wine in these trying times?
This is a med check chat.
Make sure
And-
you've taken your medicine as well.
Indeed, and if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, don't go anywhere, as we'll be immediately back into the second part of tonight's show. We'll see you shortly, everyone. We are back. We're back for part 2 of Silly Voices Saturday. Oh man, short break, but oh god, I needed that drink. Here we do. Here we go, everyone.
Shit.
Be back soon, screen. Be back soon, screen.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, cool.
I got you, boo.
Divot.
Well, these with me. April 6, 5:30 p.m. Very big circus. Big top.
The time is exact, so you know shit's about to go down.
Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Mr. Edgeworth. I set my light before I got my light.
Oh, did you guys come to watch the show?
Hello, Miss Berry. Mr. Saint.
Huh, you're a little early, I'm afraid. We're still practicing. But I'm glad you kept your promise.
Yes. I remembered you giving me this.
Oh, that's so great. You're gonna have so much fun. I think you'll even be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth.
Huh. I think you've surprised me enough for one day already.
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Would you mind looking at this photograph, Miss Berry?
Look
Every
at
time
this
I do it-
photograph.
That was my joke.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Look at this graph.
That's the eye. That's the eye paint of the balloon you used to advertise the circus, correct?
Yeah? What is this exactly?
I have a strong suspicion that the balloon was used by the criminal we've been looking for.
You do? A getaway balloon.
Who's usually in charge of the balloon, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh god, I just took a bite of food. Hang on.
Sorry.
Oh, well, that would be the monkey.
Oh, that would be Simeon when the monkey isn't in charge. But wait, you don't mean...
Uh-oh.
Mr. Saint, you took the balloon out late the other night, didn't you?
Oh, sure. I was practicing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still pretty bad at flying it, so I needed to put in some extra hours.
At night? Would it have been even more difficult than usual? A strange time to decide to practice.
Ah, but why else would I have taken the balloon out? What are you saying?
That you weren't practicing at all. You were taking unconscious Kay to the top of the big building. In order to frame her for the murder of Rosie Ringer.
Oh, that would explain.
The security cameras never recorded Kay taking the elevator up to the roof. Which means she must have gotten there another way, from the sky. And the only person able to make that happen would have been you.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't understand.
That's not all you did. You also attacked Sean at the garbage disposal area, drugged him, and carried him away. That's why you were late for the hearing at the courthouse, wasn't it?
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do any of those things? Please, you have to believe me. I'd never, ever... ever do anything like that.
I wish I could believe you, but I can't. Any trust I had in you has been completely destroyed.
That's horrible. Why would you say that? You told me back at the jail. You said you believed I was innocent.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. Friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club after all. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? We're...
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you. We'll get you out of here.
This is just awful. I never thought you'd lie to me.
We didn't lie. I swear, Simeon, we called you the fan translation name.
You said you know what it was like to be me. I trusted you. That hurt, Kate. It hurt so much.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, this is Simeon we're talking about. He's not a bad person.
Objection. I see it now. That's your strategy, isn't it, with everybody? You root out their psychological weaknesses and exploit them. And without even realizing it, they wind up doing exactly what you want them to. Exactly the behavior one would expect from the arch manipulator behind all our recent troubles.
Okay, the absolute like Freudian slip when you called him Simon, and he's doing this thing. Wow.
It's because that's his fan translation name. His fan translation name is Simon Keys.
I was too blind to see it before, but you won't fool me again. Simeon Saint, you're guilty of crimes too numerous to mention.
Oh, so that's how you want to play it, huh? You always did have the courage of your convictions, I guess. Luckily, grinding people's self-belief into dust is kind of a hobby of mine.
He needs his villain makeover.
Oh my god, he's a Disney princess.
Yeah, he is.
The Hilton!
It's a pig! It's a girl, it's a cat.
Okay.
Well done, all of you.
Oh boy, here we go.
That cat is staring into my soul.
Also
That
take a
was
moment for this theme music. It's
That
like,
cat
oh.
is the terrified move.
I mean, it's just something so excessive about that I'm both annoyed and kind of impressed.
He's animal trainer.
Yeah.
I mean, this is turning everyone is extra.
Well,
It's true. I want to also add that there's a line that was in the fan translation that did not make it to the official localization where he goes, "Did you have fun at least? The chance to play the Ace Attorney?" And I just wanted to honor that because it doesn't make it to the official localization because it's a really fucking good like taunting line, especially in this
Allow
fucking
me
franchise.
to do you the honors. Did you have fun, Edgeworth? Playing the Ace Attorney?
Yay. I love it.
well, this is certainly a side of him we haven't seen before. So much for the trainee animal tamer who wouldn't know how to fly. I guess that was all an act.
Can I also just say on behalf of the audience, oh no, he's hot.
Also, oh no, he's finally looking with his eyes.
Gambit and little annoyed that he stole his hair, but okay.
But I'm glad we're finally getting to meet.
Cat.
But I'm glad we're finally getting to meet the real you.
Simeon, this can't be true, can it?
Truth? Lies? What does it even matter?
Why am I still sparkling?
Because you're a magical girl.
You're the real Disney princess.
Yeah.
All you need to know is that Edgeworth here made me very mad indeed.
I don't think that's how juggling works. That's just so unnecessary.
Hold
And
on,
now...
it's just hold on. I need an armrest.
I don't need to pull off that Snow White bullshit. I can just snap my fingers and they go. And now, he's going to pay.
I think that's also the implication as well, is the fact that he's an animal tamer. He has the animals so intimidated that they'll just bend to whatever he wants.
You fuckers thought it was the monkey, but it was me all along.
Dio!
It was me, Dio. I've been here the whole time.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
I was just out practicing.
That's what they all say.
Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple nights ago, but I was just practicing. I guess somebody took a picture when I flew by the big building. I fly around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all.
I think we crunch. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a very slight crunch.
There was preemptive.
Yeah.
It was threatening it. So
Mom, the
Where?
scary man made the stream crunch.
Behind.
There's a monkey, all right.
It is a monkey. Okay.
The scary man came out of the candy castle.
Yes.
I am the ringmaster. Welcome to my circus.
So you go up in the balloon reasonably often?
Yeah. Promoting the circus, like I said.
Is that true, Miss Berry?
Oh, you mean me? Sorry.
Hey, you.
Well, it's true that it's Simeon's job to go up into the balloon and spread the word. I guess it's just about everybody in the area would have seen up there by now.
Well, that same balloon was used in the commission of a crime.
Unfortunately.
Nonsense! I just happened to be in the area where it happened. Somebody took a picture when I was floating past the building, that's all.
I'll be the judge of whether you just happened to be nearby, thank you very much. Rebuttal time.
Also, it would make...
Go on.
I was just going to say, it would also make sense to why the red raincoat was floating.
Yeah.
No.
Hold it!
Huh?
This balloon. Do you usually launch it from here at the circus?
No. You need a wide open space. There's a park by Sunshine Coliseum. That's where I usually take off from.
I see. And how did you get the balloon to the park to launch it?
Not by hand, that's for sure. That thing must weigh a few £100. It's kind of impressive that it can even get off the ground, now that I think about it.
I prefer if you didn't change the subject. How would you transport the balloon?
Wow. Give the Bri a break, will you? It's not like I was getting miles off track. Sheesh.
Oh, that's sneaky. I'm trying to change the subject.
I see what you did there.
Yes, you can say Shadow before I interrupt you.
I just said science earlier.
Science!
Science!
We use a truck, alright? We just load it on the back and away you go.
A truck, you say?
Yeah, last time we took it out would have been 2 days ago.
That could be important. I'd better keep that in mind.
Sorry, that monkey in the background is fucking cracking me up.
Yeah.
That thing wants to be released from its cage.
Yeah, new line.
Yeah, new line. It's a new line for you.
Last time I know. Jeez, edgy. You feeling a bit edgy there? Calm.
I'm getting the hose.
Only...
Only one person can call me edgy.
Yes. Only Larry can call him edgy.
Go for it.
Don't summon him.
The last time I took the balloon out on the truck would have been then, the day before last.
Really?
Oh, you mean when you Yeah, when you were taking out the garbage.
Objection.
Garbage day. Garbage
This truck, it wouldn't happen to be blue by any chance?
Huh? So what if it is?
We happened to see a blue truck ourselves just today. One with a large basket loaded into the back. If that was the truck you told us about, then your statement about it not having moved in 2 days is a lie.
I find it interesting that you didn't answer the question as well.
Hmm.
I'm back.
Agent Lang, Emma!
Oh, yeah, lights now.
Emma!
Road company.
Away.
But you can stay seated. You can stay seated for this one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember how I did her. How I did young Emma. Well, give it a go. There you were, Mr. Edgeworth, at last. I've been trying to find you ever since we wrapped up the case yesterday. They sent me a message saying you were here, so I came right away.
And I found what you asked me to go look for. It was loaded onto a truck in the parking lot out back. A blue truck.
Well, interesting.
Lion hot air balloon data jotted down on my organizer. Well, well. I think that truck might be the one we saw earlier today. In fact, I'm almost certain of it.
Objection. Like, just because it's blue? Like a million other trucks? What makes you so sure it's the exact same one?
No, I saw it too. It's the same one for sure.
Objection.
Huh? What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
That wasn't me.
Worthless are the words of a man who can't back his claims with evidence.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Show me. I demand proof.
Almost like his voice actor did it for you.
I must be able to prove it somehow. It's the same truck, I'm sure of it.
Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
Why are you running?
The engine's cold. The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while.
Why are you running, Cher?
Oh god.
Why are you touching the truck like this?
Poor truck.
No, I'm not.
Bad touch, bad touch.
No way, you can tell just from that? Sorry.
What can I use to prove it's the same truck? Fingerprint dusting. I'd like to have the truck dusted for fingerprints.
Huh? Why would you want to do that?
Because I expect to find a certain very specific set of prints. And if I do, that will prove beyond all doubt that it's the truck we saw in front of the big building. Whose prints will prove the truck we saw. My own.
Yours? You think you're going to find your own prints on there?
I do, because I put my hand on your truck when I saw it in front of the big building. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Emma, could you lend us some of your scientific skills one more time?
That's why I'm here. One moment, please. Already. Take it away, Mr. Edgeworth.
Huh? Me?
Of course. Who else did you think was going to do it? You're the player, remember? Don't worry, it's easy. I'll show you how.
Detective Gumshoe!
No, you will actually have to do some work this time, Mr. Edgeworth.
He's also not here as well, so.
Yes, sir.
He's not here, so it's fine.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm still busy doing what you told me to.
Fine.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Still doing what you told me to.
I see what you're doing now. Although I don't see why you can't do it yourself.
You could do it. You have to learn some transferable skills sometime, Edgeworth.
No.
So just search. Fuck. So just spread the powder wander over the area you want to search for prints. Maybe, Shadow, read what the actual words are instead of just like assuming when you see like the first couple of letters.
Shaking your hand.
Like this.
Hey, game franchise, why do you feel the need to explain this every single fucking time?
And because it might be the person's first game. Moving the cursor around and pressing A will allow me to dust the area with powder.
What's the cursor? It sticks to fingerprints, so once you found one, make sure to dump plenty on there. Like the whole fucking... and then blow away the excess.
I'm still confused about it could be someone's first Ace Attorney. And like, how? Why?
Yeah.
What poor soul starts his Ace Attorney journey on the fucking second investigations game?
People do that. People do start sometimes in the middle of series.
I don't know whether to pity them or to be impressed.
Yeah, but the sequel to the spin-off is like the end of a journey.
Yeah, it's like, of all the games, why this one?
Yeah, but this might be their first Ace Attorney game they've ever encountered. Come on.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Highly unlikely, but
Like,
sure.
it's like my very first ever video game. That's how you English. Was actually one Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
That's
yeah,
I can't explain why, but that's different.
Sonic's not a fucking narrative game.
True.
Yeah, but people come into narrative. Like some people come into the middle of narratives all the time. It happens with books. Come on,
books are different.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
It happens. I know. It's like, but I'd never do that. It happens sometimes.
It's not even I'd never do that. It's in this case, if you come into this particular game this late as your first game, you're going to be so fucking confused over who had this cast.
Yeah, but like that's their problem, isn't it? That's not. Yeah.
I'm just amazed that they've gotten to the ending of the last case, despite being completely confused throughout the entire game.
Exactly.
All right, bring it back. Bring it back.
God. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, with your mouth, like that.
Like that.
Oh.
Yeah, blow with the non-existent microphone that we have. Oh wait.
Blowing with why should remove an ace power.
We no longer have to pretend. We no longer have to pretend we have a DS. This is on PC.
I will admit, like the DS fucking microphones were garbage. The amount of times I actually had to like curl my hand around the microphone port in order to blow into it so it would register like something was happening was too damn fucking high. All right, you got all that?
Yes.
You got all that?
Thank you. Now to try it for real.
Shut up, Simeon.
Wow.
Oh, and there's no such thing as too much powder, by the way. Go crazy. This is not cocaine.
By the way, Ebak, you press what? You press what to do it?
I press yeah to do it.
Thank you.
Oh. Beach blow.
But that's wasting of police resources. Well,
you say that as if this game would care.
Look, it's to help the player out, okay? That's it. That's a nice clean print you've got there, which you never fucking get.
Yep.
In real life, I mean.
Yeah.
Can we compare it to my prints right away?
Sure, whatever.
Leave it to me.
I don't think that comes with ding sound effects, but okay.
That confirms it. It's Mr. Edgeworth's print, all right?
And with that, another lie is exposed.
Please don't mango those bunnies.
So what were you doing in the truck?
So he's a bully boiler?
Oh, just driving around for fun, you know.
Objection.
Cruising.
Okay.
Kay was abducted 2 nights ago, and your balloon was sighted nearby. Then today, another abduction, this time involving a truck supposedly used to transport garbage. And your truck was sighted nearby.
Objection. Coincidence, nothing more.
I do have to say I like Simeon's objection in game. It's a very nice sound.
Yeah.
You want me to believe that you were near the scene of 2 separate abductions simply by chance? Just be honest, you were involved in both.
What makes you think they even were connected?
Objection. A certain very important piece of evidence, that's what.
Oh, this'll be good.
Put that tongue
Sorry,
away.
Gene Simmons.
Please put that tongue away.
What connects the two abductions?
The coat. Red coat?
Yes.
You don't have the red coat as evidence.
Is it the letters? No, that wouldn't help.
So it was possibly Trump.
I feel like I've got to do a line now.
Right, okay.
Ah!
Oh, it's the sedative. Yeah.
Both were used on Sean and Kay. The same brand as well. Take that! Kay was drugged with a dose of powerful sedative, and a bottle of sedative was found right where Sean was being held captive. The very same brand, no less.
I knew you'd try something like this. So the same sedative was used, so what? Doesn't mean everything's connected. You know well as I do, that doesn't prove anything for sure.
Yeah. We must have something. There must be a piece of evidence that can tie him to both crimes.
Cops, prosecutors, you, Miles. You're all the same at the end of the day. You force the evidence to fit the crime, or you flat out make it up, just as long as somebody goes to jail. You're no different from a certain other evidence tamperer we've had the misfortune of meeting.
Objection. No. I'm nothing like him.
Objection. Then show me. Hit me with your killer piece of evidence. You must have one, right?
It's no use. We don't have anything that can tie him directly to both kidnappings.
Okay, you done there, Miles? No more cheap shots left to fire? Great. Well, I have a show to be rehearsing for, so if you don't mind...
Objection! Come on now, you two. There's no need to get all hot under the collar. When your good looks running down your face, now when we Simeon, old pal, old buddy, old friend?
What are you sticking your nose in for?
Because it's funny.
Hey, it just says the vibe's getting a little hard, so I came to put a vibe check. Yeah? Try to lighten the mood. Come on.
He's here for the vibe check.
Help me out there, K-Meister. Lift the spirits with a little dose of the great thief magic, huh?
You don't have to tell me twice. Okay, let's see if I can do Simeon's voice. Here goes. Objection!
I like how I was like, question mark.
What are you... Take this seriously, will you?
No.
No.
We are shaking hands across the English Channel.
Yes.
I thought you could do with somebody running a little interference for you, Master. None of us dare go the pro to know, but again. Please do that again.
We can worry about whether or not this is the right time to do thing to do later. This is our last chance to try and prove a connection between Mr. Satan's crimes. Think,
Time
Miles.
to enter the Mind Palace.
Let's forget the kidnappings for now. Is there anything else that suggests that he is our mastermind? Of course. Keynes was out looking for our secret string puller too, the young pup, as he called him. If I could prove that Mr. Saint was that same young pup, then perhaps... What evidence do I have that might point to him being involved behind the scenes? Well, that's obvious. Oh, wrong thing. The music didn't stop. This is it. This proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're involved with this case.
Huh. Well, I can't say if I'm not intrigued. All right, join the dots for me.
With pleasure. Now, if you look here and then hold this like this.
Oh no! No, Mr. Edgeworth, that's all wrong. Totally wrong.
You didn't have to join. You didn't have to join in, Kay. There has to be something. I mean, it's here somewhere. I'm sure of it. Something that proves the link between our current case and the secret string puller. I meant to put the correspondence chest in there because we know there was an intermediary. So take that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and Mr. Knight were both communicating with this person, Mr. Canis.
And that same person.
Might well be our secret string puller. That's right. Our mastermind was involved in Canis and Knight's correspondence chess exchanges. If I can prove that Mr. Saint was the hidden intermediary between the two of them...
All right, that's enough. This is just getting painful. You don't have anything, and I have to practice for a show. So if you don't mind...
Objection! Thank you, Mr. Fender. I can take it from here, but I can't take any more of your interventions.
Oh, but I was just getting started. Just look at that face. Yeah, I like it. Mazzarino back in a game arena for sure.
I'm Sinian, the funny clown. Look at me, I'm juggling.
Okay, you can stop now. Mr. Saint, you're a fan of chess, I take it?
Huh? Where did that come from?
Your mum.
Chess? Sure, I don't hate it.
Our secret string puller was playing correspondence chess with Mr. Canis.
I thought Bronco was the one playing chess with Canis. You're saying he was your so-called mastermind?
Objection. No, it wasn't him. Whoever it was went on manipulating events even after Knight's death. Take a look at this letter if you would. Who do you think could have written it? I believe it was the person who had inserted himself between Mr. Canis and Mr. Knight, who were. And
you think this person was me?
Don't impersonate me.
So why would I go to all that trouble? That's crazy.
To make it appear that the two men were connected and communicating directly with one another. The very fact that led to Fifi Lagarde to murder him.
What? You're saying he set that up to try to get Mr. Knight killed?
Objection. Listen to yourself. Who do you think I am? Some kind of evil puppet master?
Yes.
Well...
You've seen me. I can barely even get the animals to do what I want.
If we could find one...
He controls me, for Christ's sake.
If we could find one of the letters he passed between Knight and Canis, that would prove the connection beyond a doubt. I'd like to have your room searched. I believe we might find...
Objection. Letters? You won't. Trust me.
What?
Once I'm done with something, I put it straight in the trash. Guess I'm not the sentimental type. Why get so hung up on the past, huh?
You must have disposed of any incriminating items in order to cover his tracks.
Guess you went in without the evidence. You needed once again, huh? That's a bad habit, you know.
Someone's clearly rubbing off on me. So this doesn't prove anything either. We've fallen short yet again. What do we do now? We have options.
You accuse me of betraying my friend and you don't even have any proof? You're despicable.
No, that's not what... You should say, you're despicable.
Who was that this time? Oh, drifting.
Oh, heck. Every time I tap out, you fucking reappear, Regina!
You need to shout, hold it.
On your toes.
Oh, hi? I've been here the whole time.
Miss Berry, what does she want?
Sorry, it just... I was thinking about what you were saying, and... This night person... You mean Bronco, right? Simeon's friend?
Yes. What of it? Does she know something?
They were roommates. Well, a letter came from him this morning for Simeon.
What?
What did you...
How is that possible? Knight is dead! Miss Berry, we need to see this letter right away.
Sure, here you go.
Let's open it up, shall we?
I think that's a federal crime.
It's another correspondence chess letter.
The next move from the game with Mr. Canis.
Can anyone spell checkmate? Can't wait to see your face when you lose.
That's Divot.
Oh, true.
I suppose
Oh,
you
it
could
is,
be
sorry.
reading it.
Anybody else spell checkmate? Can't wait to see your face when you lose. But you were never gonna beat me. Not a chess.
It's postmarked the 26th of March, the day before Knight died. I guess it must have gotten held up en route.
Well, we do move around a lot. It's part of being a traveling circus. You know, traveling. I'm always late all the time.
Interesting that it's addressed directly to you, Mr. Saint. This is it, isn't it? The proof we needed that you were the one facilitating Mr. Canis and Knight's chess games. One of the letters you would have transcribed into Braille in order to create the illusion that they were somehow connected.
Oh, curse you, Bronco. You're still getting in my way. Even now, I hate you. I hate you!
Simeon, how could you?
Oh, we lost it, I think.
I know.
Oh no.
Mr. Knight was your only friend.
Ha! We weren't friends. I stopped thinking he was my friend 18 years ago.
Right around the time of the IS-7 incident. In other words...
I nearly froze to death because of him. I was just about to head out and meet my dad at the contest, but then Bronco showed up. He pinned me down and tied me up. He was crying the whole time, whining on and on. I'm sorry, but my dad says I have to do this, and if I don't do what he says, he's so scary.
Ooh.
I think this is probably when you were a kiddo.
Yeah.
Stop it! Bronco, stop it! I have to go meet my dad, I promise! If I'm not there to taste his candy for him, he'll be so upset. He needs me. If I don't go, he won't be able to show everybody he's the best in the world.
But no. He locked me in a car with him, and the two of us nearly died. He thought he could get out, but when he tried the door, it was frozen shut. We were trapped. And that's how I lost my dad.
You lost your dad?
Yeah, Bronco's dad killed mine. He was the son of a murderer.
What does that mean? That doesn't match up with what we know at all.
Simeon, the victim in the IS-7 incident was a guy named R.T. Frost.
Yeah, that was my dad's name. My memories got kind of scrambled that day. What little I remembered was pretty mixed up. So I didn't find out till later that my dad got murdered.
The murderer was a man named Carmelo Gusto, a confectioner.
Really? I never knew Bronco's father's name. Or maybe I chose not to remember. Just thinking about the sicko that killed my dad turns my stomach.
Mr. Saint, are you sure you didn't know the name of the murderer until just now?
Do you think I'd sit on it if I did? No. I'd have reported him to the police straight away. All I knew was that Bronco's dad tricked my dad. And that's how I knew my dad was the one who was killed that day. Bronco was the traitor. He helped his dad murder mine. He was the son of a cold-blooded killer, and he deserved to die.
Objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Saint, but you've made a mistake. A big one.
A mistake? What do you mean?
Artie Frost was a sculptor. He'd been working in France not so long before the murder, under the name of Paul Halik.
So I hear. But I don't remember anything about that. Wish I could.
Well, I'm afraid it's only natural that you don't, because he wasn't your father.
Huh? Is this your idea of a joke? That's not funny. Not at all.
You're right, it's not. But you need to know the uncomfortable truth. This piece of evidence proves you're not Artie Frost's son.
It's the chess
chess.
set.
The ring.
Yeah.
The ring.
Take that.
Huh? Bronco's chess set and a ring?
Yes. Take a look at the ring for me, if you would. What does the engraving on it tell you?
It's 2 letters, right?
It is. This is the seal with which Paul Halik used to mark his work, and it was found next to Artie Frost's body 18 years ago.
But why would Bronco have a medal of my dad?
The police looked for Frost's son for a long time, and eventually they found him. The ring was handed over to the man they were able to prove was his child, Bronco Knight.
What? But that's not... That would mean I was...
Precisely. That you are in fact the son of Carmelo Gusto.
No, that can't be. I'm... My dad was... I remember, don't I? Bronco tied me up and locked me in that car. It was his fault I lost my dad. He deserved to die, didn't he?
Ooh,
No way. Do I get to see your circus thing even though I'm in jail? Heh. Was I looking forward to the next move in our little chess game? So the circus icing on top.
Yeah, I thought you'll enjoy it.
I will. Hey, come back soon, okay? I'll be mulling over my next move in the meantime.
Oh, speaking of which, I put a little something in your chess set. But you can take a look at it later.
Little something. No idea what that might be, but thanks.
If you hadn't detained me 18 years ago, it wouldn't have had to end like this.
Did you say something?
Oh, me? No, it was nothing. Goodbye, Bronco, and farewell. I did all that, and now you're telling me it was my father who killed Broncos? Then what was this all for? I didn't want to wind up dead too. I didn't want to be weak and vulnerable. That's why I tried to be like Canis. Why I stayed in touch with him all these years.
And there we have it, the truth at last. Mr. Saint, you were Mr. Canis' correspondence chess partner. And you were the one manipulating events this whole time.
You're right! It was me! It was me all along!
At last, he's finally telling the truth.
I was the one who witnessed the murder 12 years ago, but you already knew that.
The president's assassination, just as we thought. Which means he's the one who drew the picture.
And they knew it too. That's why. The guard kept questioning me day in and out. It got so I couldn't face what I knew the next day would bring. I was a nervous wreck. But who could blame me for wanting to get out of there?
But I imagine it wasn't as easy as simply running away. Winner would have sent his men after you.
No matter where I went, they were on me. They never stopped coming. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't sleep at night. Even the smallest noise had me chasing shadows and drove me crazy. So I joined the circus. At least that way, moving from place to place was part of the job. My whole life I've been up against the chief prosecutor and the warden of a prison. No regular person could hope to stand up to people like that. From the time I was a child, I had nobody. But they weren't even the worst of it. The body double was behind it all, controlling everything. He may have been a fake, but he was the president of an entire country. What hope did I have? There was only one person I could turn to. Canis. The man who saved my life. He wasn't like Bronco. He really did want to help me.
That's quite a claim. Strange to think of our famously ruthless assassin winning the admiration of the child he saved.
He showed me how to stop being a victim, to stop being hunted, and to become a hunter myself. And they all became my prey.
But I doubt even you imagine that the body double would go so far as to co-opt our country's police.
Oh, no, I sure didn't. As long as Winner was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Like I almost got away with it again. But I know him now like the back of my hand. I could see exactly how it was all going to go down.
So he saw right through their plan. How Chairman Winham would try to suppress the evidence in Warden Lagarde's trial. I see. And that's why you kidnapped Sean, correct? You wanted to force a guilty verdict, regardless of the presence of evidence or the rule of law.
Objection? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But how else was I going to make them pay for what happened 12 years ago?
Whatever helps you sleep at night. But Winner pulled one last surprise, didn't he? He tried to kidnap Sean himself in the hope of influencing the verdict. In other words, you chose the exact same course of action as the man you so fervently claimed to hate.
Objection. That's only if I'd actually kidnapped anyone at all. But I'd never do something so wicked. Never ever. Me commit a crime. No. And besides, I don't hate the three of them. If anything, I'm grateful. If they hadn't done what they did, my revenge wouldn't have been all as nearly as fun.
Objection. So you admit it. Your motive in all of this was nothing more than revenge.
Sure, I admit it. So what? I despised every single one of them. But here's the kicker. I didn't kill anybody!
Ah,
The most you can blame me for is writing an odd letter here and there. A quick note to Ringer to tell her about Winner, another to him so he knew about her. But the fact they wanted to kill each other and one of them succeeded? That was all on them.
So you take no responsibility for the fact that your actions resulted in multiple murders.
Right, same thing at Gourd Lake. People much easier to control than animals, you know? The whole fake assassination plot? I handed that one to Bronco on a plate.
Sorry, I read it as a whole fake as assassination plot.
yes.
I can read it as that if you want. That whole fake-ass assassination plot? Bronco ate it up like a lapdog dog.
That was part of his plan too? So Rook's murder was...
Objection! No, no, no! That was all Bronco's idea. Nothing to do with me at all. Still, it moved things in the right direction, wouldn't you say? It's a face crazy thing.
You can't talk like that about a murder.
Setting the Glad up was easy too. I just made it seem like Knight and Canis were in contact with each other. And I slipped the chisel inside the chess set.
So it was you who put it in there?
Yeah, it was! And I thought that might point everybody nicely in Canis' direction. Worked out pretty well, if I do say so myself. Who knew that it would all it took to make that awful woman murder poor Bronco? I guess she got to... Wow, I can't read. I guess she got to where she just saw enemies everywhere she looked. I know the feeling.
It's okay, I can't read either.
That was a really weird sentence to read.
That was quite.
That was very weirdly worded.
I get what they were trying to say, but the sentence was a little wonky.
It just did not.
Yeah,
and after like the past like 15 minutes at least of you and E-Back bouncing between each other, that they blend together, don't they? Yeah.
Even the smallest thing can send your paranoia into overdrive, and then things get ugly quickly. I had a front row seat to the whole show. You were the last piece to put into play, of course.
Who? Me?
You solved both cases and finally brought down Winner and Lagarde. I guess you could say your powers of deduction were the weapon to put an end to them both.
Objection. I didn't solve those cases for your sake.
Sure, you didn't know you were doing me a favor. You were just playing being an ace attorney for a little while, right?
Roll credits.
There we go, yes.
What did you say?
All I had to do was cower and say no a few times. And you rode to my rescue like the hero you were.
Was getting arrested part of your plan, too?
Ah, no. That wasn't something I expected, I have to admit. I never thought they'd take the chisel for a murder weapon. That was the real plot twist. Made my blood run cold. For sure. But then who should come through with a turnabout to end all turnabouts? The greatest legal mind of his generation, my knight in shining armor. I bet it felt pretty good saving me like that, huh? You ought to thank me, you know. I don't do it for that many people.
You're wrong! He wasn't playing at being an attorney, an ace attorney. He was trying to help you, because helping people is what Mr. Edgeworth does. He helped me right when I needed it most.
Okay.
Oh, did he? You sure he wasn't just trying on his dear departed daddy's shoes for size?
No, that's not what he was doing.
We have a redemption in the chat.
For Simeon.
And you were so happy conducting your Ace Attorney investigations too.
Good one, Bar. Good one.
Ra-da-da-da-da-da.
Come on, Game Meister. Don't let this clown get you down. He's projecting, plain and simple. Painting other folks with his own grubby brush. So just that he doesn't trust other people. The poor kid doesn't even understand the concept. Doing something for somebody else's sake? Forget about it. He'll never understand.
You think I care for what you have to say about me? Consider this for a second. I've gotten my revenge on everybody I set to get at it from, and yet...
So why are you...
You can't prove I incited anything.
Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me.
Plot crimes.
You think I can pin an
No
incitement
crimes.
charge on me? Read my letters. It doesn't mention murder anywhere.
Can't you get charged as an accessory, though?
Probably.
If I did, maybe you'd
Not
have a
in
case.
California, I guess.
If I did, maybe you'd have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them. But it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove I did anything at all.
I know there's a certain law on UK books where if you are like around when a gang crime is committed, you are also charged as part of that crime. But I'm not quite sure if this would like work here or what kind of other laws would be in other countries.
Let me answer that question. Not in Japafornia, baby.
True.
I just had a Thor Ragnarok meme ideas. Like, you can't prove that I did anything. And it was like, I know, but he can. Cue Gumshoe with the thing that he was ordered to find.
Also, another redemption for Simeon.
We live in a society.
He is the
Excellent.
crown. He is the clown prince of crime.
Yes.
Revelation.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's not true. You kidnapped me.
Sorry, but did I miss the part where you proved that? All I ever admitted was to sending letters.
I want to point out there's a whole fucking murder that he's specifically not talking about that I don't think we've solved yet.
You. Letters which didn't threaten, coerce, or encourage anybody to do anything. Sorry, Kay, I interrupted you.
No, it's all good.
I just passed on what you might call pertinent information.
Was it the body double president that ran about?
Yeah, someone's picked up. Yeah, he's not mentioned that.
Yeah.
He's a slippery one, I'll give him that.
I like laying out the clues in a different order than the game does to encourage deductions from my friends. It's so rewarding when it works out.
There's got to be something we can do. What about this excitement stuff he's talking about?
Incitement, Kay. It means to encourage or direct the person to commit a crime. In the eyes of the law, it seems as equivalent to committing the crime itself.
So then we just need to prove that he told them to do it.
You say that like it's going to be easy. Guess maybe you're not so big on the due process after all. You think you can make me carry the can for murders I had nothing to do with? Think again. I don't even have to talk to you if I don't want to. In fact, why am I still talking to you?
I can think of one reason. The tent is surrounded. There's nowhere left to run.
Really? You don't think I planned my escape too? What if, just to pluck an idea out of absolutely nowhere, I trained all these voracious wild beasts to attack on command, for example? All I'd have to do is say a word, and then sidle off stage in the chaos.
Sidle.
Sidle.
Yeah.
What?
English sucks.
Yeah.
No, what does that mean?
Oh, it means to
sidle
like
to edge away kind of thing.
to sort of move. Imagine like kind of crab walking, but like sneaky.
Yeah, you know how characters like walk, like when they're pressed to a wall, the way they walk, that's sidling.
I honestly thought that was a typo on slide away.
Nope.
I learned a word today.
Sidle.
Yeah. The more you know.
Divot.
What? You wouldn't.
My God.
I'm just spitballing. But you'd pay to see that, wouldn't you?
No,
he would let the monkey out. Oh God!
Not if
he
we
would release the. He would release the boy.
I could just as easily take Sean hostage with a gun I may or may not have in my pocket.
You're a bitch.
Yeah, you know what? That would make for a killer show.
You will do no such thing!
It's hard to know what lengths he might actually be prepared to go. But knowing what we know about him already, we have to be prepared for the worst.
Fine, I'll humour you. But once the curtain goes up on this little performance, it better be a lively one. Bore me, and we're done here. All right? Let's see if you can keep me entertained, shall we?
This is the game saying, yo, penalties are going to be very bad for you.
That's a lot of damage.
Penalties will never be the same.
You're not going to give me an inch. But there must be something we can do.
We've not done a confidence save for a long time.
I'm so confident I don't even need to save. Yeah.
Come on, Edgy.
I love famous last word energy.
Pride walks before the fall, Mr. Edward.
We can't let his crimes go unpunished.
Come on, Edgy. Final boss music.
If you think this is the final boss fight, you have one thing. You have something coming for you.
This is our first nice attorney game, sir.
Okay.
All I can imagine is just hurdy-gurdy music. Final boss music. I don't know why.
If you're gonna be having music, you can at least do the you can at least do like clown circus music.
Please don't.
Oh, like this?
Please don't.
Enter the gladiators.
Something.
Isn't that like
something.
fucking like classical piece, bro?
Yeah, it could be. Something even better than that though would be the fourth movement of Dancing Mad from Final Fantasy VI.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Also, have you ever... Sorry, go ahead.
Can anyone remember? Remember when Mr. Deep Throat contacted us? Did he ever admit that he was the one that did any of the crimes?
I don't know.
think so, but he did mention somebody who was behind it.
Remember.
Thank you.
Bold of you to assume I remember anything.
But also, I love the reference to Deep Throat.
Yeah.
I'm really good at putting on voices, aren't I? In a split second.
Yes.
Objection.
Oh, the thing went away, so we got it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Good play.
I'm afraid you're wrong. I have proof that you meant for at least one murder to happen. Because you said it so yourself. And now we know it is actually missed.
I mean, I'm happy to let my other voice do it if he wants to.
Lemming, then.
Yeah. There's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill little Miss Rosie Ringer.
What?
I said that? Huh. Weird. I don't remember.
Wing's not here.
I know you think you can worm your way out of everything, but this time you're wrong.
I am?
Yes, because our conversation was being recorded by somebody intercepting the signal from the very listening device you planted.
It was?
You got your conversation with the clown here on tape? That's what you're trying to tell us?
No!
Lang Ji says, a schemer's schemes will swallow him in the end. The scheming schemer.
Who's worse, the scheming schemer or the foolish fool?
Yes.
Yes. Miss Lloyd, could you play us that tape, please?
Oh, you bet I can.
What's that word from? Sorry, I already deleted it.
Got it. It was this part right here.
Mr. Edgeworth, that's Judge Gavel's cell phone.
Who is this? You're the one who abducted Kay.
I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. It was right around here.
Oh.
Lemming?
Is this me again?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's you. It's me, but you.
I was just surprised that you can't hear me right now.
Huh? That's weird.
Is something wrong, Miss Lloyd?
I'll say. Seems we maybe,
God damn it.
didn't quite catch the next part on tape,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hold on, there's a sound bit for that.
Oh, come on. Why? How could it not be on there?
Oh, poor babies. You think I'd leave myself wide open like that? Well, think again. There's something a little special about the bug, you see. It can be turned on and off remotely.
What? I never knew they make those.
Remote controlled bugs. Sure, they exist, but
So you switched it off to avoid being recorded.
Bingo! Ding, 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 ding.
Doesn't this
Yeah, yes.
wait? Doesn't this make him stronger? Because he would have to know he was being recorded. How would he know he was being recorded unless he saw somebody?
But how? You would have to know you were being recorded in the first place.
Well, someone has stepped into the plot.
It's almost as if Franziska's doing the thinking for me.
Don't flatter yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
And I did. Of course I did. It was so obvious that someone was eavesdropping, and that's because... Miss Lloyd, was it? You knew about the kid prosecutor's kidnapping without any prompting.
No. You heard that whole conversation?
I did indeed, old pal. But I must say, I thought you would have figured it all out much sooner. Aren't you supposed to be an ace attorney? Now, where were we again? Oh yeah. At the part where if you couldn't prove incitement, it was game over. Ah well.
Aw, shucks. Smart tape ain't gonna be on use to nobody after all. Come on. I must have recorded something you can use.
If only that were true.
Hey, Keymaster.
Yeah?
The old buggeroo was hidden up in that whole time, right? That chick anything loose from the old brain tree?
I don't know. Give me a sec to think.
You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before.
Objection. So sad. Relying on flawed evidence, desperately trying to make it stick. Well, that's quite enough of that now. Next topic, please.
Huh? He's trying to steer us away from our current line of inquiry.
You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before.
Kay?
I'm going to eat
Kay had a one-to-one encounter with him only recently. What if the sound from that point in time had been recorded? Miss Lloyd, how long were you recording the intercepts from the bug for?
Started about, let's see now, 2 nights back?
2 nights back. Interesting.
In which case, during which time frame would we likely to find Mr. Saint's voice on that tape?
Oh.
It'd be 2 nights ago, wouldn't it? Mr. Saint abducted Kay and took her up to the roof of the big building 2 nights ago. What if there was a recording from around that time? Miss Lloyd, quickly play us any tape you have from the night before last.
Huh? Oh, sure thing.
That's the sound of the balloon.
Indeed it is, and around that time, I imagine... I'm microwave first. Excuse me. Indeed it is. And around that time, I imagine Mr. Saint would have been transporting you in it. Which means he can't have been too far away from you or the bug. Is there anything else on that recording, I wonder?
Bang. Ka-chang.
Wait, that noise!
That was a gunshot.
Would have been quiet now, Fred.
You turned the bug off then, too, it seems. Unluckily for you, you were a little late in doing so. There's no escaping it now. That gunshot ties you directly to the case.
Huh? What are you talking about? Nobody even ever mentioned a gun.
He has a gun?
He's wrong. Somebody involved with this case discharged a firearm. I just need to remember who it was and present the piece of evidence that proves it.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. That was me.
Oh, jeez.
Which piece of evidence shows that a gun was used in an incident related to this case? Not a gun. Gunshot residue detected the right hand. There was a shot. So here we go.
Take that.
Take that. It's written right here in the president's autopsy report. Traces of gunshot residue were detected on his hands. And where was Kay when the gunshot was recorded? That's right. She was in the balloon, being taken up by you to the top of the big building. However, the room wasn't as deserted as you needed it to be.
Yes, I was there with the president. Wait, not long after we started talking, he noticed something and told me to leave.
And if a gunshot rang out shortly after that? Don't tell me you didn't hear it yourself, Mr. Saint. Not when it sounds crystal clear in this recording. You're just going to pretend to ignore me?
What else do you expect me to do when you keep spouting your weird theories?
We didn't just hear a gunshot on that tape. If you listen carefully, you can hear that the bullet hit something too.
Could the president have been aiming at Mr. Saint? What would the bullet have struck?
Would have been something metallic.
The balloon?
The balloon's
Yeah,
the only thing I
like-
can think of, yeah.
Yeah, would have struck.
Take that. I think the president was firing at the balloon. And if he was, what we heard on that tape could have been the bullet hitting the basket.
Let's take a look and see, shall we?
Ha
Oh, damn.
Well, there's a hole there.
A hole.
With a bullet stuck in it.
Holy mo.
There's a bullet hole in the bottom of the basket. I'd call that pretty conclusive proof. Well, Mr. Saint, how do you explain not just the sound on the tape, but the accompanying bullet hole?
You see everything, don't you? That's pretty impressive, even I have to admit that. I doubt there's anything I could hide from you if you really wanted to find it.
I don't know where this is going.
Just shut up and confess, will you?
All right. No need to get cranky.
Cranky is my middle name.
She cranky long. She long cranky lang.
All right. What really happened 2 nights ago?
I'll admit, I flew the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived... Judge Cavell and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Only the president noticed me, and he made the good judge leave right away. See, there she goes. Bing, gone. Then he pointed his gun at me and fired.
But why was he trying to shoot down the balloon?
Oh, that's simple enough. When I arrived, he was just about to murder your friend, the judge here.
Me?
Yeah, you! You told him about Sean. What do you think would have happened? Why do you think he even met you in the first place? He thought you were going to expose him as an imposter.
Because she knew the truth about Sean's parentage. He was afraid.
Ha! Afraid? Yeah, you could say that. The man was a total coward. His hands were shaking so much, he tried to get rid of me but couldn't even shoot straight. So you see, it just happened to be in the wrong place, wrong time. I was an innocent bystander.
Really?
Seriously?
You're forgetting that you had an unconscious miner in your balloon.
Remember, you fuck up and I take your gauge.
Sorry, don't know why that tackle tickled me so much, but it did.
It's a masterful performance, and it's very silly. I love it.
Let's push the wall. Hold it! You're lucky that the bullet only struck the bottom of the basket.
Yeah, I tried to get out of there. The second he pulled out that gun, could have had my balloon going pop. It was a close run thing.
So you left right then and there?
Of course I did. He was shooting at me. Are you saying there's a problem with that?
Does that present a problem? It absolutely fucking does. In the end, you managed to leave Kay there up on that rooftop, which means you didn't actually leave the vicinity, did you?
Yeah. Guess I forgot to tell you the next part. After he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor. I hung around a little longer to make sure the coast was clear, then I landed on the roof.
Would you mind appending that statement to your testimony?
Do you mean amending?
I'm pretty sure I said
as in to
appending,
add.
yes.
Yeah.
Huh? Make no difference to me. After
Liar!
he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. We know that's not true because she didn't see the president pass. And Lotta was there the whole time. Objection. You're lying to us again.
Huh? I am?
The president never entered the storeroom the night before last. Miss Hart testified to that fact.
What? And you believe the word of a two-bit hangover mine?
Yes, actually.
That surprises you.
I beg your gosh dang pardon.
Oh yes, please, Lotta, go after him.
Yeah.
You heard
Give
me.
me that, Lotta.
You heard
Go
me,
off,
Governor.
Queen.
Say that about the chief again! I tell ya! I want that smoke right off your stupid clown face!
Yeah, you can. Yeah, she can actually do that because it's makeup.
Not you, the me!
Gabby's got some popcorn if anybody wants some.
I got a bear trap!
That she does. She does. Your argument's invalid. She's got a bear trap.
I have animals.
I have a
She,
gun.
she has a bear trap.
My trap is
I have
for
more
animals, you
animals.
nitwit!
Okay. Lang.
Can I have some of that popcorn?
Yeah, sure.
So we know Hart was camped out on the 51st floor that entire evening. But if a fake president didn't escape through there, then how the heck did he get off the roof?
An excellent question, and one that I hope to provide the answer to next. We know that he didn't leave via the elevator, so neither that nor the hatch are possibilities, which leaves only one possible ways of escaping that rooftop.
The balloon.
Oh my god, wow. I think it's going where I think it's going.
How did the president leave the rooftop if it wasn't via the elevator or hatch?
Balloon.
A wingsuit.
Yeah, totally a wingsuit.
What you thinking, Laura?
I don't know. I since it's actually asking me to present evidence for this, it might be why I was thinking like he did some crazy like leap for the balloon or some shit.
We all fall down.
Take that. He flew.
Sorry. Apologize. He.
Okay, so away. Drifting.
No, flew?
No,
Sorry, I was here. There's just cat shenanigans in the
Okay.
background, and I don't want to pick up.
I was totally not distracted
It's
by
fine.
anything.
Also, wait, I said out earlier, that's because I was sitting bisexually. I changed position and hit my knee on the desk.
Oh,
Oh no,
No.
the dangers of sitting bisexually.
Yes. Yes, in Mr. Saint's balloon.
Oh, so I was right. Okay, fine.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Quit fooling around, will you? Why in the world would I give that guy a lift on my balloon?
Objection. There was a security camera on the elevator, and Miss Hart was on the 51st floor the whole time. There's no other way he could have left that rooftop.
Objection. You know what the circus is all about? Making the audience think you're in danger, giving them the thrill. But it's time to bring this act to an end. I'm not in danger here, even if you think I am.
What do you mean?
Watch and learn, kiddo. Miss Hart, can I ask you something? You were keeping guard on the 51st floor the whole time, right? Never even blinking for it, just a teensy moment?
You bet your big toe I was. I done said as much in my testimony.
Objection. Huh! So the noise, the sound of Miles's faithful assistant falling through the hatch, that didn't scare you so badly that you fainted?
So maybe I ought to mention this before, but I fell asleep for a few weeks after that.
Oh, great.
Well, passed out unconscious, you might say. Say.
What happened? That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom floor.
So what if it did? Ain't a girl in the world don't get caught a little unaware sometimes.
Sorry, Miles. But that's what you get for putting your faith in these people.
Objection. It doesn't matter. Kay can't have fallen down the hatch until after the president left the roof.
Objection. Are you sure about that? Allow me to offer a little counter theory.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that? The coward fake president fired his gun at me. Then he hid in the shadows until after your friend fell down the hatch.
What?
So what if he did? What would that mean?
Objection.
Objection! Come now, surely as even you can see I'm insinuating here, it's elementary. If the president hid after Miss Hart fainted, he could have passed right through the 51st floor undetected.
No.
And there we have it. Your little theory about the secret storeroom falls apart.
No. Did he have to do that to me in my own voice?
That's right. Oh, and one another thing. I might have let Sean's identity slip to a little pal in the president while he was hiding in the shadows. Wow, I got tongue twisted there. That's why he went to the set to try and murder him the next day, only to wind up being killed himself. That's right. It was Sean who murdered the body double.
Objection. What possible reason could the boy have for doing so?
Objection. Oh, a pretty good one. I mean, he already knew he was the president's son.
Huh. And how did he discover that exactly?
Because I told him. In one of my trademark letters.
What?
He's lying.
Oh? You bet I am.
Huh?
Or am I? Maybe I did tell him, and maybe I didn't. Well, Shawnee boy, which is it?
It was my fault the Torosaurus head fell off that roof. I admitted that much already.
This child could fix so much trauma.
But I didn't find out about my dad until today. I swear.
Huh. Well. I knew about the falling the head thanks to the bug. But who knew it was you who made it fall? And the president died from, what was it, being crushed, was it? Alright, well, that's confirmed at least. You were the murderer. Congrats on getting your revenge. That ties everything up pretty neatly, wouldn't you say? Although I guess you say something more like... And so the pieces fall into place at last. Well, counter my unassailable logic if you can.
Can begin to really dislike this guy. Unfortunately, it's that time.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He's got smug Redditor about him, isn't he?
Smug Redditor.
How will the battle end? You'll see next week.
Also,
on Ace Attorney's Head.
Jaggy says Miss Hart is Sandy Cheeks. Well, she's from the south, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah, we will definitely. It'll be the finale next week. The finale, because I do know that we only have an hour's worth of gameplay left, and we tend to cover about an hour's worth of gameplay in an episode. So we'll probably finish next episode and maybe even start the next game. We'll see.
Again, you have to remind me.
So for anyone who's watching, the next game will indeed be the DLC for Sea of Stars, Throes of the Watchmaker.
Yes.
So yes,
The misadventures of evil drifting.
Yes.
To get weird on standby.
I've already warned him. Don't worry. So he's aware. Unfortunately, are we even going to be playing next week, Mist?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, I think we might have to. Well, at least I will have to miss next week, sadly, because I'm not here.
Are you happy for us to continue without you?
I mean, it is the first episode. Oh, you know what? I'll watch from the safety of my hotel room. Yeah, you guys have fun.
Okay, all right then.
Well, I was gonna say it is the missed show after all this final hour or so. What we got left. If he's okay with that, then
I honestly, I'm fine. I don't want anyone to miss out. I'm sure someone else can do a very good Joker laugh.
Yeah, we'll find someone. We'll find someone to fill the shoes in that time frame.
At some point before you go, you could record the lines and it would just play them.
Yeah, I mean, I could just pre-record everything for you. It's fine.
Pre-record
Pre-record it all. Push on the button.
How many lines would that be? Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm visiting another member of this team next week, but I'm going to his con, so in his local town.
Yeah,
nice.
That's going to be fun. But yeah, so we will see you next week for the grand finale of Investigations 2. My name's Whitney Back, and I'm going to, of course, give my dues to my cast, Burr.
I've been here the whole time.
No, you haven't.
Divot.
I'm going to go watch the new episode of Taskmaster.
Fair enough. Drifting.
That is assuming we don't all melt between now and next week.
That is true. That is currently in progress. Kay.
I'm so excited for the conclusion. Oh my gosh.
You just can't hide it.
Laura Petal.
Can I just say the Capcom Cafe is a great thing. The Great Ace Attorney event they've got going on. I approve. It's lovely.
It's nice.
Did you find Clavier in the basement?
Wrong game.
If so, can you fish him out?
Yeah.
He'd have to be at Capcom HQ, not the store and cafe, right? You don't know that.
It would have to be. Oh, what? Well, I mean, technically, I don't know if it's the. Oh no, it might not be the current headquarters anymore, but actually in the same, not the same downtown area, but in the same city district, in one of the other smaller cities nearby, they actually have they actually had a Capcom HQ there. I don't know if they use it anymore, but There used to be one there.
Well, if you hear guitar, you know to go check it out, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say, just follow the sick riffs, and he's there.
Follow Guitar Serenade.
Follow the Achtung, baby.
I also want to thank Lemming Russ.
Until next time.
And I want to thank also, as our villain of the episode, Mist.
I'm going to read an extract that Drifting has placed.
Sure.
Throws a meat cleaver and misses. Throws a meat cleaver and misses. Jesus, stay still, Jesus Christ. Throws a meat cleaver and misses. Throws a meat cleaver and misses. Throws a meat... Fucking...
I'm also applauding Miss for the absolutely great heel turn performance. That was brilliant.
Yeah. You were absolutely
Yes,
brilliant.
so
Evil laugh, like.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes. Oh, speaking of the evil laugh, before I forget, because I was gonna say it earlier, but I forgot. Something interesting to notice is that he does the ke-he-he, which is the same as Canis, which I think is really neat.
Yeah.
Like assassin father figure, like son.
I did notice that, and it made me very proud.
and finally, the special guest for this case and game, ShadowPhoenixRider.
Have a happy summer solstice.
Indeed. We'll be back next week with Mr. Weird FW because he'll be there for if we start the new game, and also because there's likely to be cameos in the last part of the episode. So we'll see you all next time, everyone.
Before the credits, I know that.
Yeah, the credits will always show these characters.
No,
so
but even before the credits, I think he shows up with like evidence or some shit.
oh, okay, fair enough then. Well, we'll see. We'll see him next week. We'll
definitely needed.
We'll see you all next week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a happy somersault, whatever they are.
Somersault. Don't melt.
It is a somersault because of all the fucking sweat.
Also, happy birthday to Jackie's dog.
Yeah,
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday, Jaggy dog.
Ruff, ruff, ruff. That means happy birthday in dog.
Of course.
Does it?